the payment system change in the next 5 years? I mean, this is probably the one thing that will disrupt everything. Are big banks ready for it?
Yeah, look, remember we talk about the size of economies.
Yep.
Everything gets paid for. So think of how big the payment system is as big as the global economy, and maybe bigger than that because things multiply through the system. Parts of the world right now have digitized in payments, but I think the parts of the world that have digitized are the less or unregulated banking or payments markets where you can be in the payments business as a non-regulated or unregulated entity.
Like China?
Okay, like China. Like China would be a good place. In the more regulated markets, Europe and the United States, I think that the market will digitize and we will end up in a digital payment system, but it's going to look very much like a banking, highly regulated digital payment system. So you're going to need a digital payment system that has know your customer, anti-money laundering, it's going to have some type of audit trail, and it's going to have to really coincide with what the traditional banking laws are. But I think digital payments really is the future for everything we do.
Okay, but how is the current system going to be disrupted? Are they still going to be here in 2 years? Or is some of the ventures that you're working on going to just change and take over?
So there are many, many, many people in the payment space trying to disrupt it. Not all of them are going to survive. That I know for sure. Right. Some major disruption will happen. There will be some winners and there will be some losers. I think the winners will be those that understand that Europe and the United States are going to look like a more regulated market than an unregulated market. So to the extent that you're playing with that in mind and you're building a platform, you're building technology that dovetails with the existing regulation, I think you've got a very good future ahead of you. If you're trying to do it in an unregulated way and just intervene or just disintermediate for the sake of disintermediating, I think Europe and the U.S. is